We're at Cal Expo. It's opening day of the California State Fair. You can see it's only been open for just a few minutes at this point, and people are already streaming through the gates here at Cal Expo. And of course, day one also means first chance at all of this great fair food, including one of my favorites, funnel cakes, which I can't have because I'm on the MetaFast plan, but no problem. Funnel cakes will be there next year. Hot dog on a stick. All kinds of good stuff. Everybody loves barbecue at the fair as well. But these stands need to go through food inspections with the County Environmental Management Department to make sure the food they serve you is safe.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. How are you?
Doing great. So nice to see you here
You
at the
as well.
first day at the fair, 2017.
How exciting.
Happy California State Fair from Stilt Circus! Hope you're feeling lucky!
Well, with the Ace of Clubs around, of course.
And the Ace of Hearts.
Can't forget the Ace of Hearts. Now, where are the other two?
Well, you know, we're the best cards in the deck. But I think they're hanging on over there, bringing some luck to some other
Oh, there
guests.
they are. How funny. They're over there. Wonderful. Now, where is Stilt Circus from?
We are from Los Angeles.
Oh, wow. So you've come a long way.
We did. We've been here for, I think this is our 7th year now.
Woohoo!
And we're so excited to be back at the State Fair.
I love
Hey there.
selfies!
Oh, got to get a Stilt Circus selfie.
Yes. I love it.
This is the Bacon Habit, home of essentially bacon-wrapped everything. As you can see from the sign, bacon-wrapped chicken, hot dogs, corn, cheddar fries, cheesy bacon bombs, Brussels sprouts, asparagus, turkey legs, caveman turkey legs, no less. So they are also next on the inspection list. This is Steve with County Environmental Management, showing us an example of one of the most important things at a food stand, right, Steve?
Proper hand washing.
Is there a rule for hand washing technique?
Soap, warm water, wash for about 10 to 15 seconds, lather up, rinse off, use single-use paper towels to dry your hands. You don't want to use a cloth towel because that can, over time, grow bacteria.
And I noticed you also did the right thing by using the paper towel to shut the water off.
Yes, absolutely.
Very well done. Now, when you go to look at the grill over here, can you walk me through what you take a look at?
Sure. So the way their food is set up, they actually cook to the final cooking temperature inside the smokers, and then they transfer them to the grill to actually just kind of crisp them up a little bit. So once it reaches the grill, it's already cooked to its final cooking temperature. So, for example, chicken needs to be cooked to 165 degrees to kill any possible bacteria on it. So I'm not too incredibly worried about the temperature of these ones yet because they are still cooking. But for example, little balls, I mean, they're 174 degrees. So, I mean, they are cooked for food safety, but not necessarily cooked to their final, for the culinary.
But they're hot enough.
But they're hot enough. Hot enough to be safe. So on chicken again, 165, we're up at 193, so we are good. So yeah, they're just crisping up. So.
Excellent.
All right. We've got frying there. Started early.
So now, Steve, when you're looking around on the inside, what kind of things are you looking at?
So again, the biggest thing is looking at wherever we go, proper hand washing, because again, that's easiest, cheapest, most effective way to prevent a foodborne illness. Proper holding temperatures. So inside is where most of the refrigeration's at. So we'll get to the refrigeration units on that side. First thing we do, obviously, when we walk in, is just rewash our hands. Two purposes. One, even if I hadn't contaminated my hands, one, it's a good example to show for us, to show the employees proper hand washing. and it also serves as a check to make sure that they have the proper hand washing supplies.
And you had mentioned about 15 seconds. I always tell people sing happy birthday
Exactly.
twice.
Exactly.
Even if it's not your birthday.
To plumbing, so they have fresh water and sewage hookups. So they're not always set up on their ware washing, so because they don't need it, they're not washing any dishes. But we still want to make sure that the water temperature is 120 degrees minimum.
Right.
And we're at 140, 150, so they're plenty hot. I'll turn on the coal just so nobody burns themselves.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm glad I'm not sticking my hands in there.
Yeah. Learned that the hard way at my old restaurant job. Water would come out of the hand sink at like 140, 150.
Wow, shove your hands in it. And
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah, if you're not paying attention, that hurts. You only make that mistake once.
Now, when you have... Oh, here we go. We're looking at the freezer here.
Look at our freezer. So we got some cheesecakes, some chocolate-covered cheesecakes. So everything in here, and it's chocolate-covered bacon. So I'm looking for any improper storage. Make sure there's no raw foods mixed in with ready-to-eat foods, so they don't cross-contaminate each other.
That all was looking pretty good, yeah?
Yeah, it's all everything in there was ready to eat. But even this is ready to eat. You can eat a raw French fry and not get sick. It's considered a ready-to-eat food.
So I guess they got their temperature gauge in there too, so they know what's going on.
Exactly. Trade places with kids. And what are these poppers called? What are they?
Cheesy bacon.
Cheesy bacon. All right. So our refrigeration. So yeah, they have their monitoring thermometer. Make sure that temperature stays cold. Put our cold food below 41 degrees. We're sitting cheesy bacon pops sitting at 38 degrees.
Perfect.
That's perfect.
Now, what about a situation like this one over here where there are heat lamps in use?
So heat lamps want to maintain food above 135 degrees. These things just came out of the fryer, so they are piping hot. There, and these ones, fries. Yeah. So as long as they're 135 and above, we're golden.
All right.
So yeah, looking good, guys.
Hey, how'd they do?
Good, very good. I eat here every year.
Oh,
So this is where I get my lunch. State Fair Day.
Good recommendation. All right, thanks for that, Steve. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
So this is Nathan Vanderwarker. He is the proprietor of the Bacon Habit. Nathan, firstly, let me have you tell me a little bit about some of the products you have here for sale. What do you got? Looks like some goodies.
Yes, sir. Well, anything wrapped in bacon, you'll find it here. We have a belief that bacon makes almost anything just a little bit better. And we have our bacon wrapped chicken, which is chicken tenderloins marinated in garlic, basil, and oregano, and then wrapped in bacon and grilled and served with French fries. We have bacon wrapped hot dogs. We have a new theme this year is Farm to Fair, and we have bacon wrapped asparagus, which is with a little bit of brown sugar rub on it and kind of caramelizes and just makes it a little bit sweet. Bacon wrapped zucchini, and the bacon wrapped Brussels sprouts served with a little Parmesan cheese and some balsamic vinaigrette.
So you're keeping it healthy for everybody.
We're trying to kind of balance it out a little bit for at the fair. You can get your pleasures and your vegetables all in at once. So
That's funny. Now, I would imagine you're probably one of the more popular stands at the fair.
we've been very lucky to be supported by the community here, and we've become a little bit more popular each year, and we'll keep trying to make the best bacon food possible, and hopefully people keep coming back.
Now, you just passed your health inspection with flying colors. What kind of steps do you and your staff take to make sure you're ready for that?
We kind of train and go through things. My wife and I work with each person kind of personally. 2 or 3 days before the fair kind of comes before we open. And you know, you just got to take the time to kind of walk people through things, and people want to do the right thing, and it usually works out.
And most of it is pretty basic, common sense stuff.
It is. It really is. Once you kind of break it down for them, it's not too complicated, and you know, you just got to kind of do it. So
I got to tell you, Nathan, wrapping Brussels sprouts in bacon seems like common sense stuff to me too.
it's you know the joy at the end of it, so it's all worth it. It just makes it that much better. I'm not a big vegetable guy, but if you're wrapping bacon, I'm gonna eat it.
You're doing just fine. All right. Nathan Vanderwalker, the proprietor of the Bacon Habit here at the California State Fair. Thanks, Nathan.
Thank you.
And this is Kelly McCoy with the Environmental Management Department for Sacramento County. Kelly, tell me a little bit about what these inspectors look for when they, go through one of these food stands.
Sure, absolutely. So we have 17 inspectors out here today inspecting 165 food booths, specifically looking mainly for hand washing, making sure employees are washing hands, proper temperature control, making sure that hot food is hot, cold food is cold, and then cross-contamination, so making sure there isn't raw foods mixed with cooked foods, and then making sure that cutting boards and knives and things are sanitized on a regular basis.
Now, are there certain materials, let's say certain products they need to make sure that those things are properly sanitized? Is there a list of things that they are either required to have or allowed to have? Or
Actually, basically anything that they use in their kitchen or in the trailer has to be washed, rinsed, and sanitized. Either every 4 hours if it's used with a protein product, like if they're cutting meat and such. But everything has to be washed, rinsed, and sanitized every 24 hours. So they're all really aware of it. We had a food safety education class in English and Spanish yesterday and reminded them of all the things that we'll be looking for today and all the things they need to do throughout the fair.
Now, you mentioned temperature control. Talk about why that's an important piece.
So there's what we call a temperature danger zone between 41 and 135. That's where bacteria loves to grow. So we want to keep cold foods below 41 to make sure the bacteria doesn't grow, hot foods above 135 to make sure we don't have any bacteria on the high end as well.
Now, let's say the inspectors, they're going through today, State Fair's here, it's open, and they find that there's an issue that needs to be dealt with. What happens then? Does the stand temporarily shut down until that's cleared up? How does that work?
Well, if it's a major violation like a food temperature violation or hand washing violation, we get them to correct it while we're there. If they correct it while we're there, we don't have to close them. If it's a major violation they can't correct before the end of the inspection, we will close them and then come back for reinspection. All of these vendors know exactly what we're looking for. They've been out here for years. They travel throughout California. They're very aware of the state health code. So I don't expect we'll be closing anybody today. Anything that needs to be corrected will be corrected on site. CalExpo is really holds them accountable to food safety standards. They don't like it when a vendor gets shut down because we're open. They're ready for business. They do not want a business to be closed.
Absolutely. And you said these folks are ready. They know exactly what kind of products they need to make sure things are kept clean and have their equipment set at the right temperature and that sort of thing.
Right. Making sure soap, paper towels, thermometers, making sure they have enough ice. Making sure they have, soap and bleach and proper potable water connections and wastewater connections. So those are the main things we'll be looking for today.
So Kelly, here's the big question. Do you have any favorites?
Well, of course, everybody is safe out here, so I would eat in any of them. But of course, my favorites are barbecue and, I love a good corn dog. So.
Yeah, how convenient. There's a big barbecue place right behind us as we speak. Perfect. Kelly McCoy, Sacramento County Environmental Management Department. Thanks for that, Kelly.
Thank you.